Been through them trenches, been in that dungeon. It's amazing I'm able to still function with the dirt from the prisons that I was buried in. Plus the weight of the world I'm now carrying. But I gotta keep fighting, I can't stop now. For the sisters and brothers that still locked down. For the people that's battling heavy mind wars. In the darkest of hours is when I shine more. Victory is all I see, I'm so locked in. Cause going back in that box is not an option. So I grind all the time, that's my mind state. The sublime intertwined with divine fate. It's whatever for the fam, that's how I'm structured. So when the road gets tough, I get tougher. Some fake, some folded, some fronted. But not me, all I can be is 100. Some fake, some folded, some fronted. But not me, all I can be is 100. 100, 100. All I can be is 100. 100, 100. All I can be is 100. Welcome to the 100 TV.
Peace to the planet. This is the 100 TV. As always, I start my show, my platform, man. Free my brother, free Jefferson Ellie.
Poetic.
Yeah. Free Poe, man. And yeah, free everybody else that needs to be freed. And that's it. If you fighting for somebody's freedom, keep fighting for their freedom.
Yeah.
Today, man, one thing I like about today is, sometimes the guests I do know, sometimes I don't know. The unique thing about today is I know this brother for, I don't even know, bro. Half the time I don't even know how long I've been married to my wife, but I know this brother longer than I know my wife. Y'all know the basis for the channel, the basis for the podcast, at least why it started is we talking about prison, we talking about mental health, we talk about everything now. We talk about life and all that. But today, this brother was most definitely in the trenches with me. We were on Sussex 2 State Prison, which is a level 4. We were on Greensville Correctional Center, which was a level 3. We were on St. Bride's Correctional Center, which was a level 2. And one thing I love about certain people that I call my brothers, we all consistent. We ain't changed. If people tell stories about us and one person got a different story that don't sound like the rest, he probably telling a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So salute to my guest, to my brother, man. I know who he is. What is basically what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself, man.
Hey. Good evening, warrior. Good evening. How y'all doing? My name is Yadalahi Abdullah Muhammad, aka Yellow. I come from a long line, of very well respected people and friends of mine. So I don't want no trouble. I'm here though.
That's what I be trying to tell people a lot of times when they be like, how do you operate in society right now? Like, how do you move knowing that you've already survived wars and battles and you know what I'm saying, things like that, and everybody's angry out here, and you never know, like you might be driving in traffic and somebody just be angry, cut you off and want to go. So I got cussed out in a Goodwill store one time. Dude just thought we went there. Me and my wife went there. We was excited. We got the school down here, the hair school. So we done found us a hair dryer for $25, one of them stand-up ones or whatever.
Right.
She behind me. I'm pushing the thing through the checkout.
Right.
And behind me, I hear this dude just start cussing. Just FUB. Da 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 da. So my wife behind me, I turn around. He weren't talking to my wife, thankfully, but
okay, that was funny.
Move my wife up, but he's still talking to a female cashier. So me, as the only dude around, I'm like, hey man, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be. He started going crazy. He started telling me how he just came home from doing 5 years. He talking about he just came home. Man, I just did 3 times that plus some. And that's not the fact of the matter, but the moral story is I was able to get out that situation. You know what I'm
And
saying? Keep moving
diffuse it.
toward
Yeah.
moving. And
I,
because how I move is what you just said. I don't want no smoke, but I'm here though.
nah, I'm here. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no
I'm
trouble.
here.
It's
Yeah, I'm
crazy,
here, but
brother. It's crazy. Okay, got locked up. You know, I've been to prison for like 21 years of my life. You know, made some wild decisions. Had to deal with some mean consequences. But all in all, I've learned how to endure, you know, and lost my mother, lost my brother, you know, damn near lost my man in there.
I think we
uh
all did, man.
yeah, bro. I I really allow myself to become happy. Like, you know, a lot of us from where we came from, we're not happy. We're not taught to be that's considered soft. You know what I mean? So you're not supposed to be happy, and you're always supposed to be hard. A gangster can't sleep gritting all day. Come on now. But
Right.
life, man, is definitely beautiful. It's crazy too, because in there we learned a lot. School of Hard Knocks. You understand? We learned how to make some mash out of candy, Jolly Ranchers, baby. Yes, they're the best one. You know, learn how to light a lighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without having a lighter. You know what I mean? We learn how to become not only doctors and scholars, but patients. You know what I mean? As well as physicians. Like, you got the best people in there. Hate that we in there. Let us out, man. But brilliant minds in there. And a lot of us get lost in there. A lot of us commit suicide in there. And I wasn't one of those. Hell no. But coming out here, that transition from in there to out there started from leaving the cell, you know, being comfortable in the cell with a dude, 30 hours out the day, that's 5 feet funky as hell. But from that to a dorm, which is crazy, you know what I mean? Within itself, dude always around. You can't get away from nobody. You right here beside me is a little space. And then from that to a halfway house, because I went to a halfway house when I left prison. You know what I mean? So to a halfway house. And the halfway house is similar, but it's just you can shut the door. You can go to the refrigerator, which we love. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's still rules. It's still rules. Then it's a process too. You know what I mean? Because you got to get your license, you got to get your social security card. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You got to get your credit right. You know, get a job, and bro, it's like they always gonna find a way to try you in life. When I say they, I mean the enemy. I'm talking about the people, whoever you want to dress them up as.
Always gonna be a test.
It's
Always gonna
always
be
something, bro. It's always something. Like, you can
always.
never be left alone. So I taught
let me ask
myself how to just, what's up?
and you might be about to go there, but I want there's a reason I'm asking this, because somebody asked a question that's it's gonna connect the dots. You're gonna see why I'm asking this question. The question they asked was, knowing that there's always gonna be something going on. There's always gonna be, if you're not dealing with something mentally, you might be dealing something with your relationship. If it's not your relationship, there might be something going on financially. There's always gonna be something going on. You were a guy that I've watched you. I've been in certain moments with you. You spoke about it, so I'm gonna speak about it. When you lost your mother, for instance, we knew that you had a lot inside your head, but you were always good at continuing to motivate, crack jokes, be positive, lead. You know what I'm saying? You know, all of these things. But how? Somebody needs to know how, because too many people are asking that question. They're like, yo, how do you stay focused? How do you keep going? How do you do that? So how were you able to do that in prison? And I know you going through different things, like I'm going through different things. How are you able to still move forward with a positive mindset? Or has there been hiccups? Was there a moment where you was like, man, like, or is it all, you continue being positive?
Well, I got the motivation, the push, the drive, the sternness, the discipline from my mother. And, she always was the OG. She raised us right. It's 10 of us. You know what I mean? I'm fourth to the oldest. I got 6 brothers, you know what I mean, and 4 sisters. So it's 10 of us. So she always instilled that in me. And even on her dying bed, when she was about to pass away, she came through, you know what I mean, with the last little bit of energy she had and was like, look, this is what I want you to do. You know what I mean? So
exposure.
It was tough, man. And to hear it, still rattles because I wanted to take her out. And every time I talk about it, I get, caught a little something. So because I love her to death, but she gave that to me. You know what I mean? She always, made sure I show my smile. Because at first I never did like to smile. I got a beautiful smile, but I never liked to show it. Damn that. But my mother made sure that not only do I tell jokes, but just keep people laughing. And she always was a firm believer of one person can bear gifts to abundance of people. So I have a way of telling stories. I have a way, you know what I mean, of connecting with people, you know what I mean? And it's been wild situations where, it won't help if I get crazy with them. That ain't gonna help, you know what I mean? Some situations it do, but a lot of situations it doesn't. So I got that from her. And go ahead.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
And it's crazy you saying this because, like I said, I've been having a lot. You said you were having a lot of conversations today. I fell out with my right hand. It is what it is, because the individual didn't understand that if I wild out in this certain particular situation, it was gonna negatively affect a group of people. It's more than just me. And that's true leadership. And that's still my brother, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got disagreements, it is what it is. You come back to the table later on. That's, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I knew that you got that because of the house, your foundation. You know what I'm saying? What you represented. And you didn't often see that. But because you moved as such and you brought a different light to something. And I don't want to say you were a politician because we know politicians, but you were a campaign, like guys rallied behind you.
Yeah.
And I knew you always understood the responsibility in that, because there's 2 types of leaders. I'm either going to lead you.
That's right. Bro. You hear me?
Yeah, most definitely. The Wi-Fi a little tricky, man. We live, but we all right, man. We rolling through.
We good. I always, like I said, I always had a way of connecting with people. What's crazy is, quick story right fast. I go to Philly, holler at my brother, you know what I mean? And I go to my aunt's house, gotta holler at my aunt, she the one basically taught me how to read, you know what I mean? Took it serious, you know what I mean? But, I gotta go pay homage. And my Uncle Steve is my guy right here. But I've been gone for so long that he ain't even know it was me, And I was, I'm up there, I got the bucket hat on, sometimes I stay with the shades on, whoop-de-whoop. So he was like, yo, who is that on the porch? And who is that hugging my wife? You know what I mean? So my aunt, she like, oh, da. I was like, yo, relax, not chill. I'm playing. You know what I mean? So he's not playing. Uncle Steve's not playing. Uncle Steve go in the house. Uncle Steve go get that thing. Uncle Steve come back. Uncle Steve said, listen, I have a right to protect mine. I'm going to ask you one more time, young man. Who are you? So
I do not know you, and you hugging my wife.
I took the shades off.
Oh, man.
And I say, what's up, Uncle Steve? It's me. Yeah. Uncle Steve, tears welled up in his eyes. You know what I mean? Because he ain't seen me since I gave him my flashlight, bro. And I gave him this flashlight. I was like 10, 9. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying all this, like he came to tears, we hugged, woo, sat back, took a few shots and stuff like that. And he went to go get the flashlight. And he was like, yo, I still got this flashlight, man. You remember when you gave me this flashlight? And I'm like, I don't want to say, yeah, I remember, knowing damn well I don't. So I'm like, nah, like, when I gave you that flashlight, he was like, man, you was 10 years old. And we came to Virginia. You know what I mean? And we was coming, we was kicking it, whoopty whoop. And none of your brothers and sisters would kick it with me. You the only one that came up to me like, yo, what's up? How you doing? My name Yellow. I'm about to go to the store. You want to go to the store with me? Whoopty whoopty whoop. So he tell me the story, and I'm sitting there like, damn. I was always outgoing. Like I really didn't mind connecting with people, but
you know what? And I'm gonna say this another thing about you and how I can see it connects. You know what I'm saying? When you were in there, or excuse me, like your uncle said, you were one of the people that took the time out to speak to him. Everybody else didn't. When we were in prison, you were one of the guys, you would speak to whoever. And let's get it straight. There's a food chain in prison. And hey, man, you know, some guys are big hats. Some guys are, you know, they are what they little hats. You know what I'm saying? Some guys is you know what I'm saying? Like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no question.
So a lot of times what happens is because status does exist in prison, you know,
right.
When guys get to a certain level, they might not talk to the guy that's indigent, that ain't get nothing. Because a lot of times when guys interact with one each other behind bars, it's ulterior motive. They trying to gain something. And it's okay, even on good terms. If two dudes start, it's because 9 times out of 10 they be like, "Oh yeah, bro, man, we might be able to put a play together." But you were one of them guys. You would talk to the indigent guy. You would talk to the scary guy because there was quite a few scary guys. Yeah, and it's okay.
Quite a few.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you would make sure they was all right in one way or the other. And it could have been because you were a leader in that sense. It could have been totally different. You know?
But listen, bro, you know my name.
Oh, you got a question too.
Yadalahi. You know, my father gave me that name. My mother helped me. You know, but my name means helping hand in Arabic. Right? Very righteous name. And earlier I said everybody bear gifts. You know what I mean? We all teach each other. That's the reach one, teach one mindset like that. So my name itself, I'm a helper. And I don't mind being a helper. But with helping, you're learning how to lead. You understand? Because you know what the people want. You're listening to what the people want. And
that's true leader. True leadership is when an individual serves the people around him. He makes sure they're successful in their endeavors or they have some sort of relief. And in return, the exchange is he gains influence and not in a negative way. It's just like, damn, dude helps us. You know what? Whatever he wants to do, I'm going to support that cause because he's been supporting me. That's true leadership. But the goal of a leader is he doesn't pick a selfish goal for everybody to support on his behalf. Right. He's still choosing a goal that's going to benefit everybody.
Right. Damn right. Because we all gotta live here. Basically, no question. At the end of the day. So that was like one of my mindsets for real. And you know, I used to love to work out, still do. So I be working out. Few guys was on the weight pit, I could talk to them. You know what I mean? Few guys that was on the snitching part of the thing, I could still talk to them.
Because they was in there too.
Yeah. So I mean, all right, check this out. I remember.
Hey, hold on. Before you go in, because they just asked the question, they got a question for you. Do you remember Sabir?
Yeah.
Yeah, he up here right now. He said peace.
Peace. How you feeling, black man? I remember one time, man, I go from a level 4 to a level 3. I go from King Mountain to Lawrenceville. Right? And I'm so militant at this time that
coming off of 4,
like the guard up. Like I want all the smoke. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm on my 1,000 push-ups every other day. I'm getting it. So I get to this level 3, and it's so laxy daisy, mind blowing. You hear me? Mind blowing, to where the police had to tell me, yo, relax, man. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you, man. But I was just so on guard, like, yo, this is too good to be true right now. This is not real.
You want to know my moment from when I came? I was on a 4. I was on Sussex. I got sent all the way to a 2, Haynesville Correctional Center. After that, I got sent back to Sussex. I tricked it up. I wasn't ready. This time I was on Sussex so long that when I went to Greensville, they told me I could go to medical. And when I went, they called me to medical. I went down there. I went down the stairs, and I stopped at the door. And I was just waiting because it was dark outside.
Yeah. I need an escort. Like, what's going on?
So the guard comes on the intercom like, yo, what are you doing? Go to medical. I'm like, I'm waiting on my escort. I'm waiting on the CO. Yeah. He's like, nah, man, like, just walk over there. And it was one of the moments where I was like, damn, I'm getting institutionalized.
Yeah.
For me, that's how I interpret it. It's because on a level 4, you're more structured. You have to try to have your own routine, but on top of that, it's more controlled anyways. And there's a lot of shit popping off on a 4, and the difference is, but it go down every level. But on 4s, especially with up there, they was definitely they gonna take your head off. There weren't too many just straight up fights, unless dudes kind of both had an understanding of where they were at when the shit popped off. But if there was if it was out, the only time you really seen dudes fight if it was kind of like in the same city or that type shit. But God forbid it was a separate, two different cities, a set in a city, a religious, whatever.
Seen them too.
So, I had my moment, man. But I was on point. And Greensville was crazy.
It was notorious for that. But, bro, listen. Shorty tell me, relax. Like, don't let. And this is when I say short, I'm talking about Mon Dukes, because Mon Dukes, she'll come and visit me. Mon Dukes, she always write letters, you know what I mean? So she always was encouraging me, you know what I mean, to do better, to want better, you know what I mean? Not just for yourself, but for your situation and the people that's in your situation, you know what I mean? So you have to lead by example. So, man, I was going to school, trying to get my GED, trying to get a trade. You know, she was a firm believer of education is definitely power, you know, so going to school, man, it took me like 10 years to get my GED, bro.
Hey, you still got it, though.
Word. No, I'm laughing because I was definitely rust around the edges, like it was jagged edges, like, you know, I mean, getting that type of time, education is not the first thing on your mind. You know what I mean? You trying to process what just happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you dealing with people coming in and out your life, you know what I mean? As well as people just exiting your life. You know what I mean? It's real, you know, you don't get no money on the books. You know what I mean? You got to go to work in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Just to support yourself, because the money gonna stop.
I was part of the kitchen. I was in the kitchen forever. That was my go-to joint.
That was all exactly. That was always because you were a hustler first. You know what I mean? You gotta come on, some income gotta come from somewhere, and we can't keep doing the back door, the you know what I mean? The dark side of things, because that ain't gonna really too many snitches, too many rats. So we still trying to finagle with what we got. All right, same mindset. I come out here, I don't mind getting a temp job, but I got the tools though. Since I was in there, I got my GED. Shout out to all the teachers, you know what I mean, that lead the school and go to the cell blocks and make sure we do our homework. Shout out.
Yeah.
We love
For real though.
We love
you.
Real rap. Shout out, man, to the education department, man, and taking it serious, man. We definitely need some computers and stuff out there. Word, fight. Bro. Word.
You try to motivate people that's incarcerated to better themselves and educate themselves. And they were educating on Sussex. They was convincing lifers to get their GED.
Exactly. Yo, the guy
on,
that broke it down, we call him professor. It's always a professor somewhere. You know what I mean?
Question.
It's always so shout out to all the professors, man.
Shout out to the professors.
we basically took what we was given and made the best out of it. So I got my GED. I got my commercial cleaning certification. And shout out to Mr. Henson, man. Because the forklift certification is definitely hopping and popping. Like these trades, it's definitely on point, bro.
He was ahead of time.
Yeah, like we really need more educational programs out there to prepare the guys that's in there for this wild transition when they come out. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely crazy. My brother about to come home. You know what I mean? He doing his thing. My other brother home. He doing his thing. But a lot of us are scared of the transition. We scared of change. You know what I mean? And a lot of us are stuck and stagnated, you know, and don't want to make that transition, which is crazy because you're losing. You're losing out here. The youth is on everything out here. Like they do all type of drugs. It doesn't matter. You understand? So the best thing we could do, which Daryl, you know what I mean? Neef, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Bags for the kids, give back to the block. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely
going in. BJ doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? My man Flake came through, holler at me, Paul. But bro, it needs to happen often. You know what I mean? Like we need more leaders out here because it's real. And a lot of us forget when we get out. You know what I mean? The hardship, the oodles. I'm eating oodles and noodles now.
I eat them. I told one of the students at the school had a cup of noodles. I said, man, I got at least 2 cases at all times in my joint. That's my goal. Hey, it is what it is.
I ain't eat oodles and noodles for like 2 years though.
Yeah, I paused. I paused for a second. You know what I'm saying?
I had to back up off. I had to back up off. But when you get back on your grind, back to the scheme of things, when you get back on your grind, bro, you gotta go to the basics. You gotta go to your survival kits, peanut butter, saltine crackers. Yeah, gotta go to the survival kit, yo. You know what I mean? But
tell everybody what the survival kit is, bro.
Oh, they don't know. All right, you get 10 soups, 5 bags of chips, two to 3 sweet items. You understand me? Get your box of saltine crackers. You know what I mean? Get your oodles. Your box of oatmeal. Get your peanut butter. Got to get 2 of them because it's gonna be a long ride.
Always gotta get 2.
It's gonna be a long ride, bro. Yeah, and then make sure you got the kitchen connect where you get your bread, get your cheese, get your onions and green peppers to finesse your soup. So survival kits is real. And we used to get them Jones out on a regular. Like times has changed, bro, in there and out here. Like it's different.
Let me stop you there real quick because a lot of people know the penitentiary as it is now, and it is now. It changes different. It changes like every 5 years, just like culture out here. Right. I came in 2003. What year did you come in?
99.
99. Boom. So you was in there for a minute. What's like the craziest joint or just something where you was like, oh yeah, this prison, or one of them moments that just hits you like as something that because people hear stories, but they don't really hear. They see things. No, I'm gonna say a lot of times they see things on TV and they think that's what prison is, and sometimes it is. Well, but sometimes it's not.
It's definitely not. I'm definitely embarrassed to say this, but I've been getting locked up for a long time, ever since I was 11 years old. Nothing to brag about. Hard-headed, like I said, rugged on the other side of the track. Didn't have to, but just, you know, that's just how the situation turned out. But by going in and out of the juvenile facility, you know what I mean, to the little Beaumont, that was their little upstate. You know, we used to bust dudes up in the head with the lock and the sock. You know what I mean? You learn how to fight going to Beaumont. You know what I mean?
They said Beaumont was crazy.
What? Listen, every hour on the hour is going down because it's different little cities representing. You know, you got Tidewater, you got Richmond mob, you got the DC mob, you got the Petersburg joint. So everybody clicking up. We youngins full of testosterone. We up and at it. Like, let's get it. Ain't no sleeping. Rock you. I'm talking about the best time to catch you is when you get in your tray. As soon as you think you about to stuff your face, we busting your side of the head with a plate. But when I got to the prison, it was the same. It was more hesitant though. Like, it'll go down, but you had to be pushed. You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to push something at you for it to go down. Like, it wasn't wilding off the chain like I'm used to when I was coming up. So my first one where
people knew they might lose their life too.
Yeah. So, but see, I was, you know, I was with the shits, man.
Yeah.
I was with the shits. Like, when I first came in there, I was the one taking people's stuff. I was the one running up on the bullies. I mean, I don't care. Let's go. So I was hard-headed, you know what I mean? And still not ready to calm down. I was still savage, like I was still, yo. So a few of the old heads, you know, came to, like, yo, and Prince, you know what I mean? A lot of them. My man Milk, shout out to Milk, man, and Unc, man. Yo, man, Milk is the one that taught Sweet Pea, yo.
That's
you
crazy.
Know what I mean? Yeah, he was the one that taught Sweet Pea Whitaker how to fight, yo. So shout out to him. And that's what you come, brother. But anyway, they pulled me to the side and told me, listen, man, the way you going about it, you gonna end up dead in here. Because ain't no all these dudes in here ain't pussy. So you can't keep taking people's stuff. Get a job. You know what I mean? Right. And I was telling them, yo, I wasn't stealing shit. I'm going in their cell while they in their cell. You feel me? I'm not a thief, yo. I'm gonna come take it, bro. And right. I stand on it. It's nothing. You know what I mean? But the whole time I was victimizing my people, not fully understanding the power that I had. So the old heads took the time out, pulled me, you know, reach one, teach one, calm down, bro. Don't do that. Get a job and give to the people that don't have. So every time I get a job, I make sure I bring some sandwiches back. And you know, eventually, you know, we're gonna have some dudes that burn bridges, but everybody ain't bad apples. Everybody ain't bad apples. And I don't allow one bad apple to spoil a whole bunch. You know what I mean? So I still give, you know what I mean? And I still do this. And it's definitely reciprocated back. You know what I mean? Because it was an incident where I was in a gang, bloodied it out. Yeah, full of it. So whooping it. Show did, show was, show am. But I'm on the wrong side of the track now. I get into a fight, boom, going to school, getting my GED. You know what I mean? Bro spit on me. No, sir, got to have you. You know what I mean? Got with him. We go to the hole. You know what I mean? So when I get out the hole,
Can you speak on why he spit on you? Or
yeah, this is why. You know me, talk about it. Right. First of all, he was a Crip. I was a Blood. Yeah, man. He was caught in a compromising situation. You know what I mean? So he trying to lie and say that wasn't him and he wasn't doing that. And I'm like, yo, bro, yeah, we ain't gonna go back and forth with that. Like, we can bring the dragon in here and the dragon can go ahead and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So the dragon come in. The dragon explains what's going down. So he called himself trying to spit on the dragon. But that shit got on me, champ. So yeah, I had to rectify that. So yeah, we got.
And I know if people don't know you, so when you saying that the way you are, it's so nonchalant. But people that know you, they know. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Again, I dressed them up. Best believe I dressed them. Listen.
But again, but look, but not looking for the smoke. But you're here though.
I'm here though, bro. Word.
You run into situations like that.
I run into craziness all the time. So
he missed. He went to go spit on one person.
He tried to spit on the
you.
dragon, but that John got on me. So I dressed him up, made him touch every piece of furniture in there. You know what I mean? The people look. So when we go to the bang boom, so we come out, and now they put me in a whole part with nothing but GDs and Crips. I'm the only blood in there. Nervous, scared to death. Yo, I'm talking about, so I go in there. They got my celly, he got Hoover across his chest. This dude, he a youngin'. He like 21. The boy that ate 1,000 cows. He bigger than the dude from the Green Mile. Yo, this dude, Lord have mercy. And he cripping it up. Career, he going in. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to kill this mate. So lo and behold, the big homie come up. So the big homie like, it's good. I'm like, what up? He like, man, I can't really get in it, but I can give you this. That's all I can do. So I say, good looking, man. Yeah. Old part, like, yo, you gave him a junk, his enemy, they don't know.
What? Make sure that somebody might not understand what he gave you.
All right, so he gave me a knife. The story behind him giving me the knife, I saved his life when we was coming up here. You know what I mean? They tried to jump him and stab him up. You know what I mean? I was right there with him. Huh?
What institution was this at again? Was it Sussex?
No, we was leaving Sussex. We on King Mountain.
Oh, okay, got you.
We on King Mountain right now. You know what I mean? So I helped bro out, whoop-de-whoop, but they don't know that part. All they know is he the big homie. Years later, he the big homie, whoop-de-whoop. So anyway, I'm in his part. So he gave me the knife. So I go up there to my celly, you know, like, yo, let me put my stuff down. And we gonna go ahead and shoot the fade. Like, you ain't gonna keep hollering. Career all in here, and you know I'm a blood, bro. So I'm a sue whoop and let y'all know what's popping in here. You fucking got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Rep my 5. So me and Brody go in the room, dust him off. My usual work. Yeah. Anyway, he get out. His homeboy feels some type of way. I dust him off too. Usual work. You know what I mean? So make a long story short, I got to fight like 3 dudes in there. The police never noticed. I never said the police shot a gun. Not one time. I ain't say shit about an officer doing a damn round. It was different.
All that's going on, ain't nobody coming through.
It was different. It was designed for me not to make it. But I was already warned. Every time, all the time, and any time you do something, you always warn. Somebody gonna warn you, tell you not to do it. Something in your head gonna tell you not to do it. You gonna get a warning. And the old heads was telling me, like, yo, chill, man. Just it's a better way. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do it like that. You know what I mean? And when situations came, you know, I handled them. Like I said, bust dude down, whoop-de-whoop. Another incident, you know, my main man, Flake, knockout artist. That's my dude right there. Bad news, baby. It's my dude, pound for pound right there. So my man was knocking shit loose. Like, so you got
I was just talking about, not to cut, I'm gonna let you keep, but when him and Primo got into a fight, because they was 2 rumbling dudes there, boy. They met at the top. When you think about rumbling dude, there's a couple of names you hear. And what's crazy is after they went through what they went through, you know what I'm saying? They had the respect.
Yes.
And that's what it's about. But Flake a boxer.
There you
Flake,
go.
He know, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Flake. I like what he doing out there. He got him fight, you know what I'm saying? He put a positive spin on it. So shout out to Flake. Shout out to Primo.
Shout out, big bro. So yeah, so my man Flake was knocking Jones loose. So
yeah.
I tell bro, I tell bro, like, look, man, we gonna chill. I'ma chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, tell the Bloods to chill, yo. Woo, they doing this, doing that. So I tell the little dudes, chill out. Leave bro alone. He gonna hurt you. They thinking it's a game. Bro just started ping pong and knocking shit. And I was like, yo,
Bro,
I told you, leave the man alone.
You got real hands, bro.
Them Jones is certified, man.
You don't know the difference. See, a lot of us, we just see dudes that grew up in the hood, like, and they can fight, they can rumble, Right. That's how I say they can rumble. But then you see somebody that fight, like you can see he know what he doing. He got some shit mapped out in his head. He done weed once. He done learned, man. Bro was
listen. Yeah. It's a few, but I know two. I have the privilege right now. Well, I know three. I can say three because Milton, Flake, and my man Graves, James. Listen, man. Listen, when I say hands down, knockout artists, get them people a canvas, get them people a paintbrush. I'm telling you, they'll draw up a beautiful gent for you, beautiful symphony, like nice with it. My man Flake, one time Flake tell the dude what hand he gonna hit him with. I start doing that. I start using that. I had to use that. That was beautiful. You telling the dude, I'm gonna hit you with my left. I'm gonna hit you with an overhand right. When I hit you with the up, you're gonna be knocked out. And do it. Boop, boop, boop. You dead. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta start doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and televise my shit too. Look, I'm gonna hit you with a wild overhand. Yes, that. But
so
all in all,
let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
What up, man?
So I want to bring it back to where we was going. So dude went to spit on one dude. He missed him, hit you. It go down. You know what I'm saying? After that, like, was there anything else that transpired? Was it? You know what I'm saying? You in a cell now, you in a different situation. You done rumbled him, you know what I'm saying? Was there a point where all of a sudden it was like understood, all right, bro, good, or did you still have to go through some more things with that?
Oh yeah, I had to get him every time I seen him. That was the problem with taking 10 years to get my GED. As we always seem to meet up in the GED class.
Damn.
Taking the test. And I had to put these things on them every time, bro. You spit on me. No, sir. Even if you won't intentionally trying, it got on me. So yeah, it was never cool. Yeah, it took me 10 years to get it. We was on Sussex. I got him twice on Sussex. I got him I think I got him like 6 times on King Mountain, and then I got him twice again on Greenville.
So that's like 10 times in 10 years.
Yeah, it took me 10 years to get it.
So let me ask you this. Can I ask you this? So
yes,
so my brother, it seems like you but I get it though. When I'm asking this, please believe I get it. You dust them off one time, that weren't good enough. You had to follow up about 10 times. So
yeah, I had to yes.
So one would say you might hold grudges, etc. Somebody asked the question, and I think it's a good segue. JB the Bad says, Yella, is there anything you still struggling with and adjusting to since you've been home? Have you ever run into situations like that where you felt like you needed to get them 10 times? Maybe not physically, obviously, but you might have wanted to be petty or, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there anything you struggling with? I know there's a few things I'm struggling with. Well, but everybody, some people ain't struggling though.
Yes, sir. I'm learning how to accept people for who they are. I'm learning how to not put expectations on people as well as events. You know what I mean? I had the privilege of learning relationships, the ups and downs of a relationship. I had the privilege of learning how to say no. I had the privilege of learning how family, can use you, you know what I mean? But that's any family. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I am able to not only appreciate what's being taught to me, but accept it. to accept the person for who they are. I'm just a thief. I'm a steal. Don't get mad because I done stole your last bit of rent money. I'm a thief. You let me in the house, you know what's gonna happen. But you know what it is, so you won't supposed to let me in the house. But I'm learning, and yeah, hell yeah, I'm definitely having problems. Smiling when you don't really want to smile. You know what I mean? Talking to people you really don't want to talk to. As far as interviews for jobs. Shout out to all the trade schools, because you're gonna have to go and talk to these people, and you got to look them straight in the face. You can't use no slang or nothing. So it's definitely different, and it's trying, as it may seem, but it becomes easier. It becomes easier.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you get nervous in those moments still? Because we've been home the same amount of time. We came home the same exact day. Is it anxiety?
Not necessarily anxiety. It's just, okay. When I came home, I wanted everything right then and there. Like, I wanted it to happen because I was doing so good. Like, I wasn't breaking stride. I wasn't breaking my fast, so to speak. So I want everything right now. And man, it took me 3 times to get my driver's license. To get the learners. Like, hey, yo, like 3 times I passed the jump, but no, it's the 4th one I got it. But the 3 times, it wasn't, but I wasn't patient. That's basically what I'm getting at. I wasn't patient. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. I'm learning that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything don't necessarily has to have a response to it. You don't have to respond to everything. Sometimes just sit back and listen. Let it play out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of times.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I struggle with the patience thing, and the other thing I struggle with, which I'm learning to get way better with it, is the fact that you really don't know what the hell is going to happen tomorrow. Like like we said in the top, there's always going to be something. And because I was locked up for so long, for me, when these unexpected life circumstances popped off, they made me feel so uncomfortable. I wanted that situation to be changed right then, so I didn't have to keep feeling like that. I didn't want to have to worry. So I will always be trying to rush for the solutions. And then what happened was, because I didn't like a feeling so much, now I went into this like overactive mode of trying to defend myself against things because I didn't want to have to be in a situation where I had to be patient. But the truth of the matter is, man, it's like you're always going to have something that you're dealing with in life where you have to be patient. And a lot of times when we think shit is crazy and spiraling out of control, all you got to do is keep going. Sometimes you just got to sit and be still. Sometimes you just got to keep walking. Even if your head is down for a second, just keep walking, man. Because time, man, it don't fail for real.
Nah, time gonna tell that. That's a snitching motherfucker. Time gonna tell. It will tell. And being where we came from to being able to be out here where we're at now, it's still war. It's still a fight. Every day is still a fight. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna allow life to beat on me like that. Sometimes, when we was on St. Brad's, we were doing skits. You know what I mean? And
we were lighting people up,
boy, we was doing yes, sir. So, we're going to, do the what's the name of the joint? The one-stop shop joint. You go in one way, come out a whole nother way. And coming out here, man. These people out here, great people. All of them great people. But their whole mindset is different. You know what I mean? The women out here, it's like, yo, they really think they dudes. Then you got some dudes really think they women. You know what I mean? Then Atlanta, that's known for the crazy Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like the parents not really fully teaching the kids right, but you trying to protect the kids from the hardship that you had to come up in. So it's like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't, because the majority of the kids now feel like they privileged. They supposed to have this shit. You supposed to, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's crazy. But I'm loving it because I'm here. I'm loving it because it's like, yo, I was in the cell around this time. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I'm
dealing with the same stuff for the most part.
The same buffoonery. It's just I couldn't go nowhere. But now I'm out here, it's the same time. Like, damn. So, like, all right, my peoples asked me, they was like, yo, I know you happy to travel, but you ain't scared to travel. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us is so stationary. Like, we wouldn't leave. I'm not leaving Virginia. I'm from Virginia. I was born out in Newport News. I'm gonna stay out in Newport. Ain't no need to travel. Like, a lot of us scared to leave. Like, we owe somebody something. Like, leave, travel. You don't have to have a reason. I ain't going over here. I don't know nobody. I ain't going. And it's like, you ain't scared of that? I'm like, yo, you know, I was on the back of the van, right? Going up a mountain. Ears popping like a motherfucker. Shackled now.
Locked in the box.
Man,
padlocked on the outside the van, driving up the side of the mountain, over water, over small bridges.
If this motherfucker tip over, we dead. Ain't no saving us. We gone.
You going a horrible way too, boy.
That's a mean way to go, man. So from that to this, like, we out. It ain't the best, but we out here. You know what I mean? We out here, and this is what's so beautiful about it. Like, I'm traveling now, getting paid. You know what I mean? Decent little petty.
Talk about that. Hey, talk about it. Talk about that because I asked you, I was like, where you at? And then you started talking about it, and you mentioned the Sundown town. And a lot of people don't think them shit, they still exist.
Oh, yes, it does. Goddamn show do. Shit. This motherfucker ain't nothing to play with. A Sundown town is to let you know it's a predominantly white ran town. You know what I mean? And it's predominantly rednecks. Yeah, they rednecks. They just what they are. White power, make America great again. That's Trump and them peoples. That's that. That's where we at right now. You know what I mean? This is where Trump, they love Trump. This is his shit right here. You know what I mean? Cornfields every goddamn well. You know what I mean? Everything is in one small setting. The highway right there. You know, but the pay is good, but it ain't too good. You know what I mean? You can't be out here past, like right now, the sun going down. Your ass ain't on this property. Look here, man. You're getting pulled over off top. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Because you ain't from around here. You look suspicious. You black. The fuck? Ain't too much to that. I go to get a pizza. The lady give me the pizza. The jet don't supposed to be done in less than 20 minutes. So they brought that bitch out there, get them at 13, 14 minutes. Like, here you go. That bitch was still piping hot. You understand me? I said, damn, thank you, burn it on fast. Appreciate it. She was like, nah, I want to make sure you get back to your room safely. You feel me? And it's like, it was 8 something, but it's like, damn, it's real. You know what I mean? It's definitely real. I go to the little Dollar General. See a fat ass Joan, fat white girl. You know what I'm saying? She built black as hell. God almighty, fat as a bitch. She come walking through that money. I said, God almighty, how you doing? She kept right on walking. You hear what I say? The old lady behind me say, excuse me, I don't think she's your kind.
Oh, okay. They okay.
I got to drink to that. Hold up. This shit real. So it's understood. It's a sundown town. Your ass out here after dark. Protect yourself at all times, man. Because these people are not friendly. Especially when it comes to us. They're not friendly. It's real though. This is why it's so much work out here. Because once the people find out what it is, they get the fuck out of there. I'm not staying. And then you put me on a shift that calls for me to get off work at night. Come on. So now it's like a pick of the litter on some picnic shit. On some Thanksgiving. And it's around Thanksgiving. Come on, man. And it's used to be an Indian joint. It's Wapanata. Come on, man. Nah, man. So basically, all money ain't good money. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful.
You know, as a convicted felon, regardless of your felony, once you're off papers, all that, and you can file to get your for your rights to carry your firearm or to carry.
Yeah, I gotta wait 7 years.
Oh, it is. See, I never researched the wait. Is it a 7-year wait?
Yeah, and then that's just up for review. It's not necessarily I'm gonna get it. It's just up for review.
Know, I know some guy. They might know a loophole because I know some guys that you know that you met. You know what I'm saying? That already they did the paperwork. They filed a petition in courts and they legally Shout out to Tony Harris. Tony Harris pulled up with his joint.
Okay.
Hopped out the ride. First thing he said, he was coming to school. He was like, I said, man, I can't be. He said, oh, my bad. He went back in the car, put it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be around that. But he got his paperwork. So yeah.
That's another thing. You got to be careful when you taking that joint across state lines.
Yeah, and you got to know who you around. Like I be telling people, because I'm in Georgia where it's normal, but I can't be around it. So if you get too close, and I'm still on point. I live you're not gonna get me like that. So I be having to tell people. Or matter of fact, I don't even have to tell them because I drive. I drive myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody drives with me, I'll be like, yo, nah,
yeah,
no. But
I'm good though. I'm off papers. You know what I mean? I got off papers. Get down last year before last. Yeah. But I got off papers pretty fast. You know what I mean? Because I went to school, got my CDLs, and that's how I got off papers. Because the CDL, you know what I mean? I'm a travel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If I'm on papers, I'm able to go local. I can't go outside of the state, you know what I mean? So that's hindering me. So how long do I got to stay on papers? Like, what's going on? So they was like, look, go ahead, man. We're going to let me let you go. I haul ass too.
Right.
Oh, hey. Come out of there.
I'm free.
No question. Get the hell out of VA right now. Damn. VA too long, man. Word. I get down to Atlanta. They telling me, you need to just be free. Just go out. I'm like, I ain't really built like Atlanta, that. Like I've been locked up a lot, but I ain't really.
I live. You know, like I know I live now. I live here. I came straight to Atlanta when I came home. Whoa. It took me about a year and a half to start going out the house. And when it's too fast. It's too fast. Yeah. Anybody that thinks Atlanta might be known for it, but Atlanta's also known for getting money. Atlanta's known as being the black metropolis. So, yeah, you know, it's known for what it is, but Atlanta got motion, man. And you can get, I've seen dudes come down here and get caught up in it the wrong way. I've seen people come down here and be super successful. You know what I'm saying? Because people network down here. But it's definitely
opportunity down there. Damn right.
Yeah. It's fast, though.
It's definitely fast now. You gotta have to skip. You gotta have to skip and start keeping up now. That shit switch up on you. Word. But I like it though. I like it. I like the experience for real. I'm just taking it all in. You know what I mean? Yeah, basically, that's what's been going on ever since I came home, man. Just been taking it all in, man. Word.
Let me ask you something real quick. Quick question. Would you mind coming back up here again in the near future? I'm gonna put you on the spot. That's what it is. Definitely want to get you back. The hour went by so fast, man. And I know you got so much. You got so much more to say and different stories and all that. So I definitely want to get you back up here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I like to give the guests the opportunity to say anything that they want to say, whether it's a jewel, a message, a lesson they learn, whether you want to promote something, whatever it is. It's your opportunity to really like just address the world, whatever it is you got in your mind, your heart that you want to say.
Yo, shout out to the Muhammad family, man. Hold your head, man. It's gonna get better. Ain't got no other choice in the matter but to get better. Stay focused, world. Stay focused, man. Don't lose your step. Don't lose your stride. Keep your eyes on what you set your goal to be. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be easy. Nothing that we fight for in life is easy. Nothing. You know, life is hard, so we're gonna have to continue to fight. You know, the fight is real. You know what I mean? The threat is real. For real, for real. So just be safe, world. Shout out.
Yeah. Peace.
That's it.
I'm gonna say second that, man. I've been hearing a lot of people saying stay dangerous lately. And I get that, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with playing a little defense, man. You can intercept, you can get a pick six, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you got to change your posture, man. You know, you might be a silverback, you might be this, but there's no reset button.
No.
You know. So if you go to
ain't no do-overs.
Yeah, you go to the penitentiary for 30 years. You go into the penitentiary for 30 years. Somebody knock your top off, it's over with.
One
You
thing
know what
right
I'm saying?
fast, bro. I told to my brother, he was telling me that they passed a law in New York. You know what I mean? You get caught with a gun, that's 30.
Oh, it don't surprise. Let me tell you what they do in Atlanta. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows what's up, but the gang indictments down here, the RICO, they going crazy, and it's scary because the youngins, it's like they see it. The prosecutors getting up there and saying what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got more indictments coming to them, but they steady turning up in the city, man, and they turning up everywhere though.
Everywhere, bro.
Oh.
It's real. It's real. But
hey,
yeah,
man.
I'll definitely come back. No question.
Yeah, we gotta get you back up here for round 2, man. And some of my guests, they turn into special guest co-hosts, and they lock in slots, man. They just keep coming up here and doing their thing. So whatever, man. Shout out to you, man. Always appreciative of you. Being a brother, you always been somebody, whether we talk 3 times in 1 month or ain't talked for a whole year, it's still the same where we left off. So appreciate that.
Man. No question. All right. I love you, boy.
Yeah, man. Vice versa, love you too, bro. Everybody stay focused. There's always gonna be something. The enemy's job is to get your attention to focus on that something,
right,
so you can eventually end up with nothing.
Right.
But when the enemy presents an obstacle or something that's a headache or something, just look at everything else you blessed with. If you've been in confinement and you home, bro. Sis, whoever. You know,
right.
if you done made it through whatever, you can make it through this. So keep going, cherish your time. Be careful who you spend your time with and how you spend your time. And that's it, man. Keep being a part of the conversation. Keep fighting for freedom. Keep speaking the truth and telling your story, man. Don't forget to follow the content, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can lock into the live conversations. We got reaction videos coming soon and a live podcast panel this Wednesday at the 6-9 Lounge here in Atlanta, where me, myself, your girl MJ, who's hosting the event, and 3 other podcast / content creators will be up there speaking on some things. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about y'all, man. Till next time, peace, love, and blessings, man. That's all I got, man.
No question.
Thumbs up. Peace.